Since the birth of time, there has existed many questions which man has struggled to find the meaning for, queries which philosophers through the ages have endeavored to search for the answers to. This is conclusive proof that there remain certain aspects of our world that mankind cannot begin to comprehend. We, as mere mortals, have struggled to cope with the vastness of our existence. The first time you were ever met with one of these unfathomable questions was most likely when you were asked what came first, the chicken or the egg. However, since this instance, your thoughts have traveled into extreme depth, and so has your questions.
If I could know the answer to one question, I would probably want to know if there's another universe out there, like if there are multiverses, or if our universe is just infinite. And if I knew the answer, I probably wouldn't live my life any differently. I would just be content knowing the information because...
Okay, if I could answer or get the answer to an unanswerable question, I would want to know how will I be remembered? Especially as a teacher, I'm very concerned about, are you making an impression, are you getting in touch with people? An example I use is, I have no idea who my 12th grade social teacher was. I don't remember that person. So would he have changed the way he was teaching if he thought that people weren't going to remember him? And so that's something I'd be interested in.
Yeah, I make up dinosaurs to discourage time travel, and if they did, I wouldn't trust them anymore.
So, was 9/11 actually an inside job?
How did the universe catalyze, initiate, begin, form? And what would I do with that? I take that knowledge and information and I'd spread it as rapidly as I could and try and purge the world of some ignorance.
Okay, why do 1/4 of Americans still believe in the geocentric model?
What?
It would definitely affect the way I live because it would affect the number of Americans who deny basic science.
I would like to know why innocent people suffer from bad diseases and things like that.
I would ask when you were going to die.
Is there life after death? Well, if there isn't, then I would probably do everything that I want to do now, and if there is, then I'd just do the same, I guess. I don't know.
I would want to know if people in the world actually have superpowers and they're hiding it.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I would ask, where did we all come from?
Probably what my life is going to be like. I would like the answer to the question, what happens when you die? And if I had the answer to that question, I don't think I would change the way that I live.
I would ask if there was a God or not.
My one unanswerable question would be if UFOs really exist.
Want to know if there is life, if there is some form of life after that.
Do we all see the same types of colors?
Okay, so a question that I would be most interested in answering or have answered would be, how did life actually begin? Was it possible for abiotic origins to evolve into something living, or were there some other forces involved?
Go ahead, supporting.
What happened to the Malaysia plane?
Why was Albert Einstein so smart?
So, what exactly consciousness is? With this information, I think I'd be able to understand why we're so different than every other living organism on this planet.
Life perplexes us with these unanswerable questions, questions we may never find the answers to. Why these questions even exist? Well, I guess that's another question we may never know. All we can do is ponder the unknown.